The side of the road you drive on was not chosen because it is better. It was not chosen by engineers. It was not chosen by economists. It was not chosen by anyone who had ever seen a car. It was chosen by history, and history does not care what makes sense. So today, billions of people wake up, get into machines, and trust their lives to a rule built by dead kingdoms, old empires, and habits nobody can now afford to undo. Most of the world drives on the right. Some of it drives on the left. This is absurd. There should be one global standard. There should be one obvious answer. There should be one side of the road. There isn't. And the reason is not ignorance. It is cost. For a long time, in many places, people kept left, not because civilization carefully debated it, because it was practical. Most people were right-handed. If you rode with a weapon, you wanted your right hand facing oncoming strangers, so left became common. Then power changed hands. On the European continent, right-side travel spread and became standardized over time, especially through French political and military influence. Britain resisted that shift. Britain stayed left. Then Britain exported that choice across its empire. So the world did not pick the best system. The world inherited two competing defaults from two different centers of power, and then it poured concrete around them. That is when a historical accident becomes a permanent rule, because once a country commits to one side, everything commits with it. Road design, intersections, highway ramps, signs, driver training, vehicle layout, bus doors, sight lines, factory standards, border infrastructure, human reflexes. At that point, changing sides is no longer a policy decision. It is surgery on the circulatory system of a nation. Sweden switched in 1967. It can be done, but only under extraordinary conditions. One country, one government, one date, one coordinated move. That is not a model for the world. That is an exception proving the rule. Because global coordination is expensive. Retooling transport systems is expensive. Replacing infrastructure is expensive. And living with a stupid system is often cheaper than fixing it. This is the real pattern. People like to imagine that bad systems survive because nobody noticed the problem. That is almost never true. The problem is usually visible. The solution is usually obvious. And the cost of implementing it is usually unbearable. So the split remains, not because left is correct, not because right is correct, but because once enough roads, vehicles, laws, and instincts are built around a choice, that choice stops being a choice. It becomes destiny with a maintenance budget. So when you drive, you are not following logic. You are obeying an inherited decision made by people who never imagined traffic lights, highways, or cars at all. And that decision will probably outlive you, because history does not need to be right. It only needs to be expensive to change. The side of the road is not a solution. It is a scar history was too expensive to remove.